Welcome back to another episode of Hobo Stock Portfolio, whatever this is called, because it seems like I can never make up my mind. By the way, yesterday was my birthday, so I'd appreciate a like and maybe a comment of happy birthday, just as a little present to me. Don't have to, but I appreciate it. Haven't done one of these in a while, so felt like it was time I give everybody an update so they can kind of see where I am and what's going on. So currently, the portfolio, you can see lots of red in here. We are down to $1,200,944. So we have below $13,000. I have not taken out any money. This is just because the account is down. As you can see here, um, at best, we'd be up about two more grand than where we are. So we'd actually be closer to 14,999, something like that. But overall, I have a lot of different securities and things that are at least a little bit negative. Currently, the main two that's dragging me down are SoFi and TSLY. TSLY in particular kind of hurts because, I mean, I hate to say it, but Elon had a very odd slash bad call. Their earnings call was very weird. He definitely said a lot of stuff that made people uncomfortable. I think he did set out some real expectations for what Tesla's going to be like moving forward, as far as some of the auto issues that they've kind of haven't really shown a ton of issue with. I think it's about to hit them fully. We're about to see the same as everyone else with the shortages and things like that. A lot of people, as some of the other companies have been unionizing because they want more money. There's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. So anyway, Tesla call was very weird. Tesla does options off of Tesla. So as Tesla is going down, Tesla almost has no choice but to also go down. One thing that they always say though is Tesla will recover a lot more. So I'm strongly thinking about selling this Tesla stock and buying some Tesla stock in hopes of catching the ride up. Put a comment below if you think that's a good idea. Sell the Tesla to buy Tesla stock. As you can see here, I only have a little bit south of 1500, so I wouldn't be able to buy a lot of shares, but might be worth it moving forward. I would lose out on the dividends, which is kind of, those dividends have really been what's feeding the portfolio overall. So that's kind of my one issue with it. I don't have enough money to get 100 shares to do covered calls like I have been doing. So I would have to do just uncovered calls and kind of play that game, which I'm not. I've done it before, but it's not something I want to actively do because you need to be watching your portfolio a little bit more than I do. Other than that, SoFi is down quite a bit. You can see I was around 883 for my average cost, and we're basically below a dollar below that. I believe that because student loans and things are going to hit, that this stock would actually go up versus down. But so far, I have not been correct. But I'm okay with this because I think SoFi is here for the long term. So I'm probably going to use this as an opportunity to buy more shares. As you can see, I mean, it's not a huge number, but I have bought a few more. I was sitting at 400. So I'm starting to allocate a little bit more to that. And then, as a lot of you know, my baby was MPW. I sold out around, I want to say 730 to remove a wash sale. Actually, I wasn't selling it because I didn't trust it. Just was trying to remove a wash sale, and we've dropped. I mean, we're down to 470. So not quite half, but we've dropped a ton. So I basically have a plan to get back in when this approaches the $3 range. Not necessarily three on the dot, but let's say 3.75, something like that. Um, I will then start to figure out what I want to do. A lot of the money, well, pretty much all the money that was in that, I ended up putting in JEPQ, which at the time was still positive, and all things considered, it's only a little bit negative. But um, I don't necessarily want to sell out of this because I think JEPQ is a safe buy. I don't want to really sell from it. So anyway, so I don't make this video too long. HYSR is another one. It's my Hail Mary play, is down a little bit. It's been around a penny five, I want to say, for a while. It's dipped a little bit below that. So I may get some more. ICU is another one that I added on, which is kind of another penny stock. I believe it was about 50 cents, and we up to $1 too. So that's actually one of the little heroes of the account currently. And I believe I have one more down here. This ELTP. I own 1,000 shares of it. It's pretty small, another penny stock. These little medical ones, I'm kind of trying to test them out to see how they go. But this is another one that, to me, if this jumps up, let's say to $1, it's basically 100 times growth essentially, and that's $1,000 for what you can see here. I paid $106 for. So very well worth it should that happen. And I'm willing to sit and wait on it. Same with HYSR, same with ICU, which did actually go up to $1. This one in particular, now I'm trying to determine if I'm gonna wait to see if it'll go up to $5 or $10. All right. Well, that's pretty much the for the most part. That's everything else here is pretty small. So let's go over to the dividend view because that's what everyone really cares about at this point. So for an account that's about $13,000, drum roll, $1,677. So basically, I have the exact same amount of dividends I'm still getting, even though the account has gone down. That's kind of the beauty of dividends. Within reason, the companies will continue to pay a dividend, and you're still doing okay. So that's over a year. So let's go ahead and bring up the calculator real quick. 1667.61 divided by 12. It's $138 a month. Doesn't buy a ton, but hey, that's at least a bill. If you know what I'm saying there. So anyway, let's just check out the top three right now. Top three currently TSLY. Like I said, this is the chunk of it right here. 66% yield. What is this? 11% of my account. It's giving out a huge chunk monthly. JEPQ, where I put my MPW, $563 in there. Mo on the list right here. That is number 3. And that's pretty much it. Everybody else they're here, but they're pretty small. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. In case you didn't know, I's a hobo.